The Flight of Etana. Etana was a pious king. He offered sacrifices to the gods according to the established customs and did not violate the sacred rites. He was strong and brave, and his name was known among men. But one sorrow weighed heavily upon his heart. He had no son. For a king, this was not merely a personal grief. Without an heir, the lineage would come to an end. There would be no one to continue the kingship, no one to perform the funerary rites and preserve his name through the generations. And so Etana lifted prayers to Shamash, the god of the sun, judge of heaven and earth, guardian of justice and the destinies of men. And Shamash heard his voice and revealed a secret to him. In heaven there grows the plant of birth, the plant that grants offspring to mankind and establishes his lineage. And Etana said, "But how can a mortal reach the heavens?" Then Shamash answered him, "Nearby there is a deep pit. Within it lies an eagle, cast down there for his sin. The time of his punishment is nearing its end. If you save him, he will carry you up to heaven." Etana set out to search for that place. He found the pit and saw within it an eagle, torn apart with broken wings and ripped claws. And he pulled it out and healed its wounds. And when the eagle regained its strength, it told its story, saying, "Once I lived upon the top of a great tree, while at its roots dwelt a serpent. We made an alliance and swore not to harm one another, but I broke the oath and devoured her young. And the serpent cried out to Shamash, and the god of justice condemned me. I was cast down into this pit, where I was left to die." Then the eagle spoke to Etana, "Because you have saved me, I shall repay you for it. Climb upon my back, and I will carry you to heaven." And Etana mounted the eagle's back, and the eagle rose into the heights. Higher and higher they ascended, and Etana looked down. The earth appeared to him like a mountain. Higher still, it seemed like a millstone. Higher yet, like a small vessel for water. And so they reached the heavenly realm, the dwelling place of the gods, and approached the throne of the great Anu. There Etana received the plant of birth, and with it the hope of offspring and the continuation of his lineage.
Commentary. The myth of Etana is a work of Akkadian, Babylonian Assyrian literature, although the character himself originates from an earlier Sumerian language tradition. Etana is first mentioned in the Sumerian king list. The fully developed storyline, the flight on the eagle, took shape later within the Akkadian cultural sphere. The myth was discovered in the city of Nineveh, in the library of Ashurbanipal, 7th century BCE. Additional fragments were later found in Assur and Babylon. The myth itself belongs to a much earlier tradition and is generally associated with the early 2nd millennium BCE, roughly 3700 to 3900 years ago.